that in. So
Right.
tell us, you work with agents, Josh being a great example, who you bring these agents in and you really, help them harness, break into, or tell us before I just start, what does the typical, I want to get a little bit about the agents you work with and also learn from you what you've learned and witnessed in helping these agents. But the agents you're working with, what do they typically look like? Like, what's the picture?
The funny thing is, first of all, I don't have time to coach that many people one-on-one. So I only have a very few select clients. And except for one of them, they're all really young, like Josh. So I think of them as my kids, actually. And I love them, love them, love them. It's so exhilarating to be on the phone, or we use Zoom sometimes as well. But here's the thing, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a miracle worker. I can't, Josh is doing what he's doing is because Josh is really good. He has great skills, he has great insights, and he has great work ethic, and he takes action. And that's nothing to do with me. That's just, I help Josh find what he has within himself and tell him that you can go do that. You can go get your first $10 million listing, which you just did a couple of weeks ago. So
good for him. Go Josh.
I would like to take the credit for all his success, but it's really because of Josh.
Well, he gives it all to you, so.
Well, but anyway, he's being very modest, and you have to have it within yourself, and you have to take the action. My job as a coach is to help you discover what is within yourself so that you can achieve that next level of business that you want to achieve. Or you can break into luxury real estate if that's what you want to do. Most people sit on the sidelines of the luxury real estate business thinking that they had to be born rich or well-connected to succeed here. And if you could pull that off, if you could have been born rich or well-connected or be a scratch golfer, you don't need me or my coaching or my books or anything. You can just go do it. But if you were born like poor with me, like me, or with a single mom and two sisters, and then you want to go into luxury real estate, being rich and well-connected is just not a possibility for you. And if you were a caddy, not a golfer, I was a caddy and never played golf, I was a caddy, that really wasn't that helpful either. So I have a different plan. I can teach you how to work your way into becoming a luxury real estate expert in your market and being perceived as an expert so that people want to work with you as they list and sell and buy luxury real estate in your market. Because I just know the hard work way to do it. I don't know the born rich or well-connected way to do it.
So that leads me to two questions. You said, I can't do it. I can't make it happen for people. I can't give it to them, but I can help them see it in themselves.
Yeah.
How do you think they see it? How do they finally see it in themselves? What's the difference between when they do and they don't?
Well, again, a lot of people just can't imagine talking to millionaires and billionaires. They can't imagine. The very thought of going on a listing presentation, on their first listing presentation for $1 million property, is just daunting to them to the point that they don't do it. And so my job is to help them prepare for that, so they have the confidence to go into that situation and know that they can do it, to the point of actually practicing it with me before they go on that appointment. And I give my coaching clients, they have like that show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You could make those, what do they call those calls you can make? A lifeline call.
Oh, lifeline call, yeah.
Yes, and sometimes they'll call me for like 10 minutes before they're going into an appointment. Help me, what am I going to say? And calm them down, breathe.
Reframe my.
And I love it because their success is my success, and I love sharing in their success. I've been doing this for a long time, as I mentioned, and the phase for me now is giving back to people and giving back to the industry, and it keeps me on the cutting edge, and it makes me feel good. And as everything's changing and more technology, I just teaching and sharing and helping and making a difference in other agents' lives is really thrilling for me.
That's incredible.